Hello and welcome to Take Your Life Back Today show with Ralf Friedrichs. Today we're going to talk about 5 tips for your first job in recovery. In other words, you just came out of a treatment center, a rehab center, or possibly you just got into recovery. And congratulations if you did. And if that's what your goal is, just remember to have an action plan. And part of that action plan will be the 5 tips that I give you on dealing with your new job. But first, as always, as we spoke yesterday and all the previous 116 before this, Joel Osteen had made 31 promises to say throughout your lifetime, and I had said I would do 31 promises through the next 31 shows, and today is show number 17 since that promise, and this is Joel Osteen. And today, day 17, I declare as follows. Let me turn this down a little bit, and there we go. I declare I will put actions behind my faith. I will not be passive or indifferent. I will demonstrate my faith by taking bold steps to move toward what God has put in my heart. My faith will not be hidden. It will be seen by everyone. I know when God sees my faith, He will show up and do amazing things in my life. And this is my declaration. I want to read it again because this kind of applies to today's topic of 5 tips for your first job in recovery. I declare I will put actions behind my faith. I will not be passive or indifferent. I will demonstrate my faith by taking bold steps to move toward what God has put in my heart. My faith will not be hidden. It will be seen by everyone. I know when God sees my faith, He will show up and do amazing things for me. This is my declaration. And those bold steps, folks, are the steps you might be taking with your new job. As always, I want to give a couple of shout-outs. The first shout-out would be to Dr. Luis Gonzalez from Starting Point, 844-414-8444. Starting Point has 3 entities, but we always talk about the 2. The one is like what I do. He is, Dr. Luis Gonzalez is a addiction recovery coach. He will walk with you from your addiction to your recovery 24 hours at a time. He will talk about today and tomorrow, never ever talk about the past, nor will I. The other side of his program or his business is he can make you, that's right, you, an addiction recovery coach. If you have the passion, personality, and professionalism, and you have an addiction background, whether it be in your own battles or helping other people in your immediate family or in your circles of life, battle addictions, you are a perfect What you need to do is go to his website. Go to www.startingpointmn.com, startingpointmn.com, 844-414-8444. Dr. Luis Gonzalez. Tell him Ralf Friedrichs sent you. Also want to give a shout out to my optometry background that I have, and this is a company called globaleyeglasses.com. They have frames ranging from $6 up to $49. Those frames that range from that include single vision standard non-coated lenses. They can be yours if you go to www.globaleyeglasses.com, globaleyeglasses.com. Go there for your immediate eyewear needs. You can get your eyeglasses, you can get sunglasses, you can find the most craziest looking frames. That's right, for my audience in New York City, you think you've seen some crazy looking frames? Go to www.globaleyeglasses.com and you will find frames that will make even Elton John want to get a pair. Go to www.globaleyeglasses.com. Shout out to myself. Always good to shout out to myself. Go to my websites, www.clearreform.com and www.clearviews.info. Notice both my websites start with the word clear. CLEAR stands for Community Lessons Empower Addiction Recovery. It's our lessons. It's your lessons. It is my lessons. It is other people's lessons that empower addiction recovery. It is all our stories, all our lessons. When we come together and bump heads and we share our stories, we will live with addiction. We will conquer addiction eventually. But it all starts with all of us coming together as a community and our lessons to empower addiction recovery. You can call me at 844-405-HELP, and you can also text me 24/7 at 631-599-0218. Folks, 5 tips for your first job in recovery. Let's just say you just stopped drinking yesterday, and I congratulate you if you did. You are taking the first step of taking your life back. If you're just starting, these are tips that you need to to adhere to, because not only are you now facing a whole new job, but you are facing a whole new life in recovery. And like anything, an action plan is required to achieve your goal. Reality check. You're out of treatment and you're in halfway house possibly. Or you're going through AA, or you're trying mind methods. You have a few days worth of clothes. You might even pack ramen noodles if you are going to a halfway house or into a treatment center, and possibly just a few bucks in your pocket. The world may feel very heavy at this moment for you. You might be just coming out of jail and starting a whole new life. All these changes. This may not be the path that everyone takes who is new in recovery, whether it's going to jail, whether it's going to treatment center or a rehab house. But I think we can agree it is not uncommon for newcomers to go through the rounds. You will be a newcomer whether you're going into a treatment center, whether you're going into a rehab center, whether you are going into jail. No matter where you go in life, there's always a first time. Let's be real. No matter what you do, if you're coming out of jail, if you're going into a rehab center or a treatment center and you're coming out of them, you are going to need a job, and you need to pay attention to this video. There are some good tips. You may have lots of people giving you different advice about a job and recovery, and that's okay. Take each and every advice, analyze it, and then move forward. This show is not designed to tell you what to do. It is simply to help you and suggest what I believe are 5 solid, founded tips. First tip, and this is the most important tip. If you are coming out of jail, if you're coming out of rehab, or if you're coming out of treatment center, tip number 1 is take what you can get. What does that mean? There were times where, even in the optometry business for myself, there were low times in my life where I couldn't even find a job. And I said always to my wife, if it takes pushing carts at a supermarket or flipping burgers at McDonald's, so be it, because half a loaf of bread is better than no loaf. A little bit of money is better than no money. This is no time to be cocky. Any job is a good job. Be grateful for any opportunity you get to get up in the morning and contribute to society. Maybe there is an open job doing manual labor, which be careful, because I do want to advise you, check your health. Maybe you can work behind the counter at Starbucks or at McDonald's, or maybe at a sidewalk store. No matter what place of employment you decide upon, and you will settle, and hopefully it's the first one. Don't ever get down on yourself and let your job make you feel inadequate. You are, first of all, I want to tell you folks, you are not above anyone else working at McDonald's, anyone else working at Starbucks, anyone working at Target or Walmart. You are not above them. You are a brand new person in a brand new life, starting a brand new job. Adapt. Become part of the society in that place of business. Work is a noble practice. If your first job doesn't start you at $100,000 a year in salary, do not be discouraged, because come on, you have to start somewhere again. Everyone has to start somewhere. This job is probably only temporary anyway. It's to get you back into the rhythm of life. But try your best to see an opportunity to build some skills, practice accountability, and to teach you how to manage your money without spending it on drugs and alcohol now that you're in recovery. Any job is a chance to learn lessons in recovery and in life. Any job. Whether it's President of the United States down to, I don't know what you want to compare the lowest point to be. If you're in a manure house shoveling manure, it doesn't matter. This is a perfect time for you to learn how to live in recovery. Number 2, be careful in service positions. What does that mean? Some people may tell you to avoid service industry altogether. We stand by the notion that it is a personal decision. You know your limitations. Sometimes in life, like my Power of Prayer video, it is time for you to lift your cap of limitations. Sometimes it's not always that simple. Everyone has bills to pay, and you may find waiting tables or serving alcohol is your best option. Just be careful. Waiting tables is a stressful position. You are now dealing with customers who are sitting there, who are waiting, who are hungry, who are eager, who want to get through their main meal and get right to their dessert. There are hundreds, if not thousands, of people who have relapsed because their job required them to be around alcohol. So that is a point taken by you in utmost urgency. Restaurants and bars can make alcohol look very fun. It's Friday night, friends, family are sitting around a table seemingly enjoying each other's company with a steak dinner and a bottle of wine. But that is not your life. No matter what it takes, you must, I repeat, you must avoid the first drink. You must. Do it for you. Do it for your family. If the temptation's too much to bear, then start looking for another job, or avoid that first drink at all costs, because it becomes a snowball effect, a domino effect. Number 3, take it easy. And I say that way because I want you to relax. Take it easy. I get it. You're clean and sober, you feel great, and you want to make a name for yourself. There's plenty of time to do that. Folks, it is only the last month and a half, 2 months, that my videos have actually gone to a tier, a level of noticeability. It has taken me that long, about a year and a half, to get to this point. So take it easy. If you are constantly sending the same message, me through my shows, you through your actions, things will happen within time. Take your time. The last thing you need is to replace drugs and alcohol with a pursuit of money, and that becomes an addiction again. If your new job has given you the opportunity to make steady income, that's great. Just be mindful of your other responsibilities, and utmost responsibilities are two. It is yourself and your recovery. If you're attending meetings, don't miss them to work more hours. Do not get into that habit. If you are seeing a therapist, make sure that you get your appointments and get there on time, and do not miss them. Whether your path is important, that you keep your recovery the highest priority. Your new job will discover quickly if you start smoking crack. That is true. So if you stop drinking and you think you can substitute it with a drug, your job will know, and your job will be gone. There's plenty of time to make career for yourself. A good rule of thumb is to be mindful of the first year. No big changes, no crazy hours to work. Keep recovery focused. Number 4, always do your best in anything in life, but especially with your new job. Show up on time. Why do you need to show up the minute you're supposed to? Show up 5-10 minutes early. People might laugh, but early bird gets the worm. Pay attention to detail. It doesn't matter if you are a janitor or a cashier or a waiter. Be grateful for your job and do the best you can. Yes, it is important that you do a good work. Aside from that, try to see your employment as a chance to practice good habits for the rest of your life. If you are slacking off at work, chances are you're slacking off in other areas in your life, including your recovery. No one is saying that you need to win an Employee of the Month award and have your picture hanging on the wall. But try to do your best at work. If you are doing the best you can, you will know it. Doing your best is proven through your actions, that you have gratitude. Trust me, your positive attitude and your good work ethic will not go unnoticed. Bosses will notice it. Just like when you're in recovery now, again, congratulations, people will start noticing the changes, your physical changes, your mental changes, your financial changes, and your spiritual changes. Number 5, be grateful that you have a job. If you haven't noticed, gratitude has been a theme throughout every one of these tips, especially anyone that watches my shows and follows me on any one of my social networks. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. Be thankful you are sitting here watching my show. There are some people that didn't have the opportunity to wake up this morning and are gone. So thank God for that. But gratitude is so important. It should be mentioned over and over again. No matter what you do, keep in mind that there is someone out there who is less fortunate than you are, and might lose their job in a split second, as quick as you can if you don't follow my tips. Even if you're making minimum wage, always be grateful for that, because you are making a stride forward. You are making money. What if one of my coworkers asks me to go out for a drink? What do I do then? If that's your question to me. This is an important topic, one that many people have questions about, and something that merits more conversation. We don't have an exact answer for this. Personally, I don't think there is one size fits all to this answer. It can be awkward because if you decline an invitation out for a happy hour with your coworkers, especially at a new job, they will look at you differently. They might judge you. What if someone finds out that you are in recovery? Is that even any of that business? It's tricky. I suggest to you, if you want to go out to happy hour, it is so simple. Order a Diet Pepsi or Diet Coke. Put a little straw in it and it looks like a rum and Coke. Order Club Soda or 7-Up. Put a little straw in it and it looks like a 7 and 7. Order a Virgin Mary. Go to one of my videos called Mocktails. Those are cocktails mocked to be non-alcoholic. These are all real life situations, and there is a good chance you might run into this scenario one day, possibly even today. I will tell you what to do. I simply say, no thank you, I don't drink, or do the mocktails. As long as you keep your recovery first, everything will come together, folks, and that, I can tell you, is the truth. Keep a narrow tunnel vision about your recovery. Keep it narrow. See that? Narrow. And everything else will fall into place. But as soon as you lift that narrowness and open it up, your vision escapes you. But keep it narrow. Keep it to a point that you will follow each and every 24 hours in a recovery mode. As stated earlier, these tips are by no means etched into stone. There are many other tips. They are simply suggestions that I made up, which have helped many of us in early recovery. Becoming part of a workforce, learning to manage money, and becoming an active society, a member of society, has huge benefits. Slowly you will save some money, and now that you are spending, that you're not spending on drugs and alcohol, you can actually have a bank account. You can use your money to go to movies, go out to dinner, or even save up for a trip. It feels really good to work every single day and to be an active member of society. So, what are you waiting for? Off you go to your job, and off you go to continuous 100% recovery. These are 5 tips that I came up with to help you with your new job. Tip number 1, take what you can get. You don't have to get a job in your field right away. Once you get your foot back into the work society or workforce, you can always change jobs, but get your foot back in. You were stripped down to your lowest point, perhaps in a jail, rehab center, treatment center. Build yourself up slowly. Tip number 2, be careful of any customer service positions such as restaurants, as waiting tables, any restaurant that serves alcohol and beer. You need to be careful because your temptations will be as much as Adam and Eve with the apple and the snake. You need to be stronger than your temptation, and it is easier said than done, but it is capable or possible to do, because I am pure proof of that. Number 3, take it easy. Do things slowly, think things over, relax. Give it about a year, taking it easy, and you will see changes are coming your way. Changes physically, changes mentally, spiritually, and financially. Number 4, always do your best, no matter what position you're in. You could be working at McDonald's, do your best. You could be working as a janitor, do your best. You could be working as the President of the United States, do your best also, sir. Number 5, be grateful that you have a job. Remember, if people knew that you just came out of jail or a treatment center, and if they gave you a job, shouldn't you be grateful for them? Well, treat this as the same thing. Even if they don't know, you should be grateful that you are back in society, became a effective member, and you have a job. Somebody should ask you, let's go out for a drink, and you're new on the job. You have one of two choices. You either say, no, thank you, I don't drink, which might put red flags up for your coworkers, or use my mocktail video. Use it. It is a great video. There are so many drinks that you can mock to look like a cocktail. Folks, I want to congratulate you that you have taken the first step back into society as an active member, and you are becoming part of the workforce. And adhere to some of my tips, adhere to other people's advice, but be careful. Analyze people's advice, including my tips, and do what's best for you. One thing that you should always do, no matter how much you are tempted, is to constantly concentrate on your recovery. I always tell people to stop having tunnel vision, a narrow mind, but when it comes to your recovery, you need tunnel vision. Do not let that tunnel crumble around you and your vision of recovery, your vision of sobriety escapes you. Use that tunnel vision when it comes to recovery. Together, you, me, and the rest of us that are alcoholics or addicted to drugs, we will fight, and fight we will. Together, we will lift ourselves up. Share your stories with me. Call me, 844-405-HELP. Text me, 631-599-0218. I would like to get your story on air. You don't have to show your face. We can do a phone interview. You don't even have to give your name. But I do need real stories from real people. Your stories will help other people, so contact me. Let the sunshine into your heart and your home, and you will get nothing but positive results. And for you brand new people that are just coming out of jail, rehab center, or treatment center, and family members or friends are telling you you're no good, you're nothing but an alkie, you're nothing but a druggie, folks, you have taken the first step. You have sought treatment. You have served your time. You are a good person. You're not a bad person trying to get good. You're a sick person trying to get healthier. Alcoholism, drug addiction is a disease. It's not by choice. Anybody tells you is wrong. There are some people that choose not to recover. That's different. But you did not have a choice in becoming an alcoholic or addicted to drugs. But you do have a choice today, October 9th, to choose to change, to choose to get a new job. But it starts all in your heart and your home. Stay away from those negative people. I will tell you this right now. I care about you. God loves you. Get yourself back together. If you have alcohol issues, seek help. Seek Dr. Luis Gonzalez at 844-414-844. Seek me at 844-405-HELP. If you have drug addictions, seek help again. Go to the treatment centers. Go to AA. Seek me. Seek Dr. Luis Gonzalez. More importantly, if you're new in recovery besides your job, is surround yourself with people also new in recovery. Don't surround yourself with people that are doing drugs and alcohol, because you will relapse. Yesterday's video is about relapses. Folks, I look forward to doing these shows each and every time. I look forward to you watching my shows. Together, we will become stronger as a community in addiction recovery. But I do need to hear from you. 844-405-HELP. Let the sunshine into your heart, your home. You will get nothing but positive results. Try to remember this. A sober today will guarantee you give a better tomorrow. A sober today will give you a better tomorrow. Reach up to your higher power. Ask God for guidance and direction. You would not be in the predicament you're in if you could control your own life. I don't control my life anymore. I ask God for guidance and direction. Each and every time I do one of my shows, between my wife Catherine, who is the producer of this show, and God, we come up with subjects out of nowhere, because together as a team we work to bring these shows to you, to help you. And folks, I tell you this all the time. When I help you, I help me. When I help you, I help me is such an easy concept to understand, because it is these shows, it is my interviews, it is my websites, my Facebook pages, all the other websites that are carrying my shows. It is because of all this work put into these shows that I keep myself checked in recovery daily. 67 hours daily of constantly educating myself, because in order for me to write these things, to get information from the Mayo Clinic and CDC, I need to do the research, and this sticks in my mind. I have learned so much about drugs and alcohol. It is unbelievable from doing these shows. But without an audience like you, I would not have my shows, so I continuously want to thank you for your support. I want you to reach out to anyone that you can. Remember, globaleyeglasses.com. Go to www.globaleyeglasses.com. Frames with single vision standard plastic lenses from $6 all the way up to $49. We offer progressives. We offer regular bifocals, sunglasses, polarized, frames that will make Elton John shake his head. We have some crazy design frames. www.globaleyeglasses.com. Dr. Luis Gonzalez at startingpointmn.com. 844-414-8444. Reach out to me, 844-405-HELP. Together, we will fight this war on addiction. May God bless you, and remember, have a sober week. Thank you.